Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Just logging into everything. Here you go. Hey.
Welcome to Stratton Oakmont.
Welcome. We've not had much price movement from the looks of it. Price seems to be similar levels to where it was previous. UG only that. That's hardly thing. Okay, so what news have we got today? The yen's still on bank holiday. London session. You had Central Bank of Royal Bank of. Is it Royal Bank of? What's it called? What? Why isn't financial juice loading the history of the? Okay, there you go. 5:30 in the morning. The rates are the same. What was there? Did you have a statement? Yes, I had a statement. Pretty much similar story. Everyone's holding. Yeah, everyone's holding rates. There's no cut from Australia. What have you got? So you got Swiss CPI 730. That'll come out in a few minutes. Okay, London's basically dead today. Not much going on. This could be pure price action based trading, so that can go two ways, good and bad. So let's see how that turns out. Back to the charts then and start getting on with the analysis then. Okay, so let's start off with maximize. I think that don't see us doing a 140 pip move. I do see us doing taking Frankfurt high, Asia high, sorry. That could happen. We do have a few equal highs right there, so we could take that level and drop down. That's possible. 776 has put an alert at 786. There we go. And obviously we put an alert over here on Asia low as well, which is what price? 507, so it can do it at 07. 500 even, sorry. So we'll do that there. I don't think we're gonna drop there either, so about 10-15 is actually big. Drag that over there. Oh yes, we got this zone here that can come all the way over to Friday, as can this. And this is on Thursday, but that to Friday too. Right, so that's GJ basically.
1 minute remaining. I'll lead with Swiss CPI year on year.
This looks like it's gonna go down. Frankfurt highs there, Frankfurt lows here.
0.6%, 0.6% as expected. Month on month, 0.3%, 0.3% as expected. Core year on year, 0.3%, 0.3%. Lower than forecast, 0.5%.
Build up, sweep, tagged into supply zone. If we might start to get some sort of short confirmation here. Quickly start looking at other pairs to get through this. Just have to mark that as a weekly high. On Wednesday there, odds are we're not going to get there anywhere until Friday realistically. And there was how many pips away are we? Probably like 100 and something. Yeah, that one. $30 base and keep that on the Wednesday. Grab that. You know what? We've got a pretty big channel going on right here on M15. Got Asia high there. Hit for about what? 9. 9's fine, 9. We did take out 1, 2 low, 3 lows, but then we kind of went past that level quite aggressively. Okay, perfect. So it took that zone out. Push. Come on, man. Let's see if he's gonna go up or down. That's a lovely move on pound. Let's see how this goes. Anyway, where was I? I feel like that's gonna keep going down.
At 2:45 a.m. Eastern Time, we get French budget balance prime minus 32.12 billion.
The VIX is back up again, 7.6% at 18.2. Indices are somehow still up. Emirati stocks are down again, 1.4% lol. Gas is back up again, 6.5%. Oil's back up. Ooh. Brent 118, crude 105. That is wild. I'm seeing DXY push up a little bit. Just quickly smash this out as well. Now we're in the chop. So UJ's in the chop now, but it was bullish prior. So not too sure what to make of that, in all honesty. It appears as if we're going to continue to go long. Appears. Meaning that's where I'm thinking it could go.
At 2:45 a.m. Eastern Time, we get French budget balance prime minus 32.12 billion.
That means it's gonna push higher naturally. I don't know if GJ is gonna go higher. Yeah, you do have kind of triple lows right there, which is kind of ideal. Kind of. Big candle in it. 7 pips. Right, let's finish off with GU really quick as well. Very similar price action. Ooh, okay. Looks like GU would want to also go long as well. Looks like. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna most likely do then. Is look for longs unless something changes. That there is a bit concerning. I need to be mindful of bearish.
1 minute remaining. Advisor to UAE's President Anwar says, "We appreciate and value the messages of solidarity from the Gulf and Arab and international communities with the UAE, which condemn and denounce the treacherous Iranian attacks."
Assholes.
Still waiting for data.
GCHF looks like it wants to come down. Expansion out of a channel, taking out a previous structural zone that breaks structure to the low side. We could get short, or it could be a fuel to push higher. Might want to take out the yesterday high and then move down possibly. We drag that over till 4. Right, let's see what happens here then. Gold and silver. I don't like that move upwards. Taking Asia high and having that move there makes sense. But somehow it started to push up, probably off of this command zone, maybe, possibly. Oh, update. Nice. Let's update Discord. What? That took like 3 seconds. Oh, okay. I think silver's gonna move back down again, I think. I'm hoping so anyway. I want to see gold and silver come back down. Price is quite choppy, not doing anything. So we sit and wait. It cold. I don't like the way this looks because there's no momentum or anything. It's just still kind of very sideways and stuff. I don't know if this is the knock-on effect from the yen intervention, that it is affecting other currency pairs taking our volume and stuff. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep waiting because I'm in no rush. I just need to catch clean trades only. I'm glad that failed. But there's no clean entry, man. I didn't see the volume I wanted or anything. You could say there was entry here. There. But I don't like the look of any of this. That was just disgusting. That was for how long? Don't like that. And yours is not doing anything either. Yours is still sat in a consolidation after that bit of move there. So nope, don't have to look at that at all. Mr. Zambezi, what's going on? What's going on? The streams have been very slow lately. I don't know why. The streams have been slow recently. How are you doing anyway? What happened over the weekend? I said, what have you been doing over the weekend? Because you said you had a long weekend. The war's back on again, I think. There's been attacks in the Middle East. So that's no fun. Oh, my kids had a horse show all weekend. Oh, nice. That sounds cool as a hell, man. I was looking at how bad price action is. There you go. Now it's starting to move a bit. Now is London gonna be back? Yeah, that's fine, bro. Thanks for coming so far. So far, looks like shorts might have been the better play, maybe. Just contact that demand zone. We're on the 5th today, so does that mean, yeah, last trading day before the cycle resets for 14 days? I mean, unless I catch a trade today, then I can get paid out tomorrow, or I'll have to wait 14 days. Come on, need something clean, man. Yeah. Ugh. GU's creeping up slowly, but EU's kind of not. I'm in no rush. It's NFP week. It can be slow Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday could pick up. What news have we got? Yeah, we got yen bank holiday on Wednesday as well. Okay, so we got New York might be good today actually. New York might be really good because we got services, PMI and JOLTS job openings together at 3 o'clock. That could be tradable. Yeah, not much news to be honest. What about the week after then? Oh, Fed chair nomination vote. Pass. And that means that he's already been selected. And then we got CHF and Euro bank holiday next week. Bit messy, man. We got CPI, US CPI, GBP GDP, and retail sale. Not really a lot, is it? I can't catch nothing in London, then hopefully in New York I can get something clean, touch wood. Probably pre-news and hold it through news or post-news if there's a big move. let's just see. Sort of break structure. Yeah, I suppose you could have gone there. Probably on the break here, minimize risk, and then on the break there, then fully reduce risk, but still it would have only been 2R. That's nothing. I don't think G would have been hardly any different. .8, yeah, useless, nothing. You can't do anything with that. Do anything with that at all. And neaten up the charts a bit. I don't see it going all the way that high in all honesty. probably creep towards there, but I don't see us going much further past that level. Man, there's a lot going on right now in the Middle East, damn it. Yeah. Yen's had another fat candle. 10 pip on this time. .11. Oh man, this is hilarious. Yen is on a wild one at the moment. Taking that level by a good 4-5 pips, which is fine. Oh.
Iraq slashes oil prices for buyers willing to transit Hormuz.
Okay. Another 15 pip move. Do I see that happening? Wouldn't expect it to, but anything can happen in these markets.
Iraq is offering discounts to official prices of as much as $33.40 a barrel for its flagship Basra medium crude.
Bloody hell, that's cheap. Why are they selling it to? They should sell it to everyone else but America for that price. Wow. How's it doing it? GBPCHF isn't doing much either. Yeah. Iraq's trying to make some money. That candle was hilarious. Oh, yo, what is this? Oh, that's an interesting statement. What did? Pakistan strongly condemns a missile drone attack against the Really, the UAE is expelling loads of Pakistanis. What an idiot! Interesting. Okay. I'll give her another 10 minutes and then I think we're done. And we still continue to go higher.
EU chief says bloc is in process of implementing US trade deal.
So about an hour and 10 minutes, and we've done about a 10 pip move on there and 16 pip on there. If we were to go further back, $20 pip move since about 7:30. Very flat. That's a good question. Is social media raising your children? Majority of the people, I'd say, is. Oh. Right, where are we? At 18 past, still not much is going on. Think, yeah, DJ still pushing up higher. Gold, silver slowly creeping up. They'll drop down again. Oh shit! It's Signor Sacremoni. Signor Francis. Haribu Ndugu. Long time no see. Long time no see.
Welcome to Stratton Oakmont.
Just popped up out of nowhere there, bud. The markets are horrendous this week. Last week was How you been? Man, I've been busy fixing. Oh, what's wrong with your car? In an hour and 50 minutes, we've done about an 11 pip range, and then on GU we've done about a 20 pip range. Lord, whenever you say the market's horrendous is when I'm actually seeing good returns. What the hell? I don't know how you're trading in this. Actually, you trade gold in it, so gold. I think gold's actually not been that bad. Yeah, I mean it bounced off at the midline. That's 50% on the fib, I suppose. Then sold off from there. Here, bounced off at the midline, come touched it again, moved from there. Yeah, I think London's been okay this last week. On gold. That was a bad day. That was a bad day. That's an alright day. Got movement there. That's a good day, got movement there. It's the asset you trade as well, innit? Gold's a bit different. So trading's been good for you then, yeah? Had some wiring issues, a small wire leading from the engine to the control unit had its insulating rubber cut by a minuscule amount, was causing parasitic drain. Oh yeah. Welcome to cause. Welcome to cause. Now I'm trading GU and EU primarily nowadays. Oh really? I mean, that was horrendous. It just flew in one direction there. That was not bad actually. That was horrendous. That was chip choppy. Took a loss there. Worked out good though. But took a loss. How are you finding EU and GU as assets to trade? If that takes the high over there, I'm gonna push that over. better than gold during these volatile times. Well, gold's not been that volatile, I think, and I think, yeah, I've not been enjoying it. Last week was okay, took a couple good trades. I had 2 trades where there was a TP, but I was being a tiny bit greedy on partials for one, and second one I blinked and then I missed partials. Literally I blinked and it was like, phew, gone. Then I took a L. But those 2 trades where money was made, it wasn't on all the accounts, it was on some accounts because like some didn't trigger, blah blah blah, as usual copy trading drama. So I think in one week I had 3 trades in 1 week, which is a lot considering I didn't have any for months. So yeah, that's about that really. Obviously we had the yen intervention as well. Now it's NFP week, the war's just restarted, so I think that's why price has been a bit crappy. It was better in Frankfurt than it was since London, in all honesty, because that's really bad. Bro, I was on live stream, I was looking for longs on UJ. It gave an entry everything, but I seen EUGU still going in the same direction, not reversing. So I was like, I'm not gonna take it. And then about 20 minutes later, boom, it fell. I was like, thank God I didn't take that long. Remember I was in that GJ long before, remember, when they talked about yen intervention a few months ago. When was that? When the hell was that? That was ages ago. So this time I was like, nope. I also drew it on the chart as well. Right here I drew on the chart, expecting yen intervention, but could be tricky without oil limitation via Hormuz. It tagged the zone, boom, straight fell. So I had that marked out for a long time. 160.5 up to 161.5, but realistically, if it got to 161.5, I think everyone knows it's gonna happen anyway. Yeah, it's Thursday, so I was on stream in it and I was looking for longs, and then that happened and I just laughed because I knew it was gonna happen. I was like, we're in that zone, price action saying go long, yeah, EUG are still going long whilst the UJ is going long. I was suspicious of that, and then yen intervention happened and I was just like, I didn't take that, thank God. There's gonna be another intervention as well, apparently. I was looking at the data for it. Oh god, yeah. I've got a new viewer, Zambizi Mac, Neville. He was in shorts because he had the limit set, but he had a huge SL. Like, I think he's on the 4 hour. They had like a huge SL. So yeah, I would have loved to have been short on there, but there's no short setup on M1 or that. Bro, if I'd have had between like a 3 and a 4.5 pip SL on UJ at that time, I would have easily done 150 R, bro, possibly something like that, because it just dropped in that 1 minute. It just absolutely fell in that 1 minute. Oh yeah, I know, but it's understanding stuff that, you know, the banks' perspectives and stuff like that. Like I knew they're gonna intervene. I knew it was gonna happen around that level. It tagged that as in and it melted. I wasn't even surprised. I was just like, ha, lol, type thing. Now GU's pushing again. In all honesty, I'm not expecting this to obviously if you have a consistency account, then you would have been screwed for sure, like 100%. I can see price coming down 50 pips and all that. By gbpchf. I think I'm about done, bro. I'm not gonna stick around for too long because I know the volume's a bit meh anyway and stuff. Oh, hello. Morning. The markets are truck today, Haruni. I'm gonna probably cut the stream now, you know. It's really bad, in my opinion. Yeah, good. It's boring day. Yeah, very. One sec, just someone messaged me on Facebook. I haven't spoke to in about 2-3 years. Where's his freaking poster, man? Oh, he's already deleted it. That's fine. Okay. At least there isn't any more Iran switch ups. How's it going? Look at proper count offers. Yeah, we can do, but you just blew an account. I just don't get how you blew an account after you got a payout. Literally, it's been like 3 seconds, man. And you already blew the account. Like, I'm actually somewhat angry. I want to slap you. Freaking Friday, told you. Yeah. I'm just like waiting in it because I got 1% drawdown on the funded next account, so I'm just waiting for one clean trade, bro. And then that should be like a 3, 4, 5% payout in it, and then hopefully a couple more accounts to get funded. We have 2 more years of this trash market. Yeah, I know. I don't like it. That is in drawdown, then use larger. Why would you do that? Why would you go larger in draw? What? That's dumb. Wait a second. So Let me just do it like this. I've done that wrong. So let me just okay. That's a very dumb move, man. Anyway, let me just do this because it might actually help in it. So this is the people's trading journey. And they make 10%. Now let's do a red line. Shit. Onto that. Damn it. Wait. I want that blue. Perfect. Now I'm gonna do a new one. Hope this doesn't mess up the colors, yeah? So this might be average trades by most people if you just have one set risk per trade, yeah? This is what happens if you do the same thing with small risk in profit, bigger risk in drawdown. You've blown it, and then you might have recovered after. Now that can go red. There, perfect. And then we got another one. Now I'm gonna do this in green. So you risk small when you're going. Keep the risk small. And then you reduce the risk the more drawdown you get into. It's supposed to be up and down, up and down, up and down, basically, innit? Point being, yeah, if you have a Picasso drawing, okay. Red is when you over risk, or when you're doing more risk in drawdown. Worst thing you could do. Blue is having one set risk the whole time, fixed. I don't know, 1%, whatever it could be, yeah? Green is using slow and steady risk approaches. So like risking, like either the green could be risking normal. You go into drawdown, you reduce risk. That's why the drawdown is way less. You might not even get to 5%. You might get all the way down to probably about 2.5%, 3%, 4%, yeah? And then you start to pull back up, and all of these will eventually pass. Eventually pass. Point I'm trying to say is, what journey do you want to take in it? You can take one, you're going to take very deep drawdowns, probably blow the account, but then you've not survived the market conditions to push you into the cycle of your strategy working its edge. Win rate, losing rate. Win streak, losing streak. Market condition good, market condition bad. You might get 8 losing trades, but there won't be 8 in a row. It might be TP, break even, loss, break even, loss, break even, TP, break even, loss, 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 break even, loss, loss. When you put all that into perspective with an aggressive risk, this is very possible that you would take out your account and then you'd end up going to passive because you didn't risk efficiently. And you didn't manage risk efficiently. Now you can start off risking 0.5, 1% on a fresh account, no problem. After 1-2 trades, you should start reducing your risk, because if you start piling into your risk and you're in a losing streak, you're just doing bigger swings to the downside and that's it. The purpose of what I'm trying to say here is that if you risk patiently, all 3 of these edges eventually become profitable, yeah? All 3 of them eventually do. It depends what journey do you want to take. I'm doing the green one personally. It takes longer, but you psychologically you're not as screwed of having to suffer big drawdowns and stuff like that. It teaches patience, and you just have to deal with what the market does. Green keeps you in the market for a longer time. Green keeps your drawdown less. Yes, your profit isn't as high, but to be a trader, you have to have money to trade with. High sharp ratio strategies benefit from higher risk. Low sharp strategies, lower risk. Keep your strategy, collect enough data, and then enter props. Yeah, but this is generally quite good for all strategies anyway, to be honest, bro, generally. Because if you have a high win rate, yeah, but a low risk reward, you could do very aggressive risk on that. You could have very aggressive risk. And when you go into drawdown, you could definitely do that. You could definitely have this red. If you have a, I don't know, 80% win rate, yeah, but the risk reward of 0.2, 0.3, you could literally do this on drawdown, and you can flip it and do on TP. You could do the same as well. So you could do it like when you're going up, you just start scaling into it, and then you just fly through that. So that could also be read with an aggressive risk. Because with strategies with high win rates and high risk rewards, you have big win streaks. After 2 trades, double your lot. After another 2 successful trades, do another 50% on your lot size. After another 2 trades, do 50% on your lot size. After your first loss, go back to the initial trade free position size. These little things can make a huge difference, bro. And like risk management, trade management, how you manage your account. I've got a friend, yeah, whose win rate's around 80 to 90%. His risk reward's about 0.3. He says he goes, when I get a 2+ win streak, I double the first win. So like if I do 1 lot, on the 3rd trade I'll do 2 lot. And if I win on the 3rd trade, on the 5th trade I'll do 50% more. Because his win streaks can be like 7-8 trades in a row. And his losing streaks are just 2 to 3 trades, that's it. And the minute he takes a break even or a loss, he goes straight back to the initial position size. So his upside is ginormous, yeah, but his drawdown's absolutely minimal. Yeah, that's a fair 1% for high. If you're above 80%, you could do 2% all day long. If you're above 70, then yes, 1% is fine. 0.5 for 50 and 70, yeah, I would agree with that. And then 0.25, let's just call it, for lower than 40. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I would definitely say that. Now, the only way I would change that is trade frequency, because if you have, trade frequency would affect your win rate, because then naturally if you had more selective trades, you'd have a higher win rate anyway. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So for me, my win rate is anywhere between 40 and 60%. So I stick to 0.25% risk. On some prop counts, I do 0.5 because I don't care about that. But I'm between 40 and 60%. But my win rate is so high, my risk reward is so high. If I didn't have drawdown rules, I could risk more. And so on my personal account, I'm risking 2.5-3% on my personal account, because I don't mind having a 20 or a 30% drawdown, because on one trade I'll do 60% growth in the account. I'm between 30 and 60% growth. Then the knowledge comes into it, that how do you trade prop accounts versus personal accounts and stuff like that. I've got a very different approach for my personal accounts. If I do a trade on an asset that's fundamentally known to be very, very bullish, yeah, I would swing that from M1. I would trade that completely different. I wouldn't do break evens exactly the same. I wouldn't take TP1. I'd only take TP2 at 40% or 30%, and then swing for like 3-4 days or 1-2 weeks and catch like 100-300 R. But then it's about understanding why you're doing it, when you're doing it, when's it valid, when's it not valid. A lot of that was for you anyway, Haroon, because you're the one who keeps blowing accounts. I hope this chart made sense. It's quite bad. I just rushed it in here, but it's quite bad. might make a video on the correct risk management. Oh, you know what? That'd be a good video. I might make a video on correct risk management for trades or something like that. And then I'll do like a 30-minute video fully going over all of it or something. Maybe, I don't know. I think it might be good. The thing is, yeah, with trading, you can't control the market. Your day trend win streak, if I can stop over trading, I need to lock out features which future firms have. Yeah, but the point is you need to control yourself in it, because then when you're trading your own money, bro, you're gonna have the same scenario. It's you and your own money. If you can't control yourself, don't be a trader. That's the harsh truth of it, bro. Because in this job is you and the markets. That's it. If you can't trust yourself in the markets, then bro, it's like you going casino. It's like I've got a gambling addiction, but I'm gonna go casino. It's a bad idea, isn't it? Because you've already established that you're not safe in that environment. Same thing with trading. Exactly the same thing with trading. And then you're gonna get stuff like making mistakes, little errors and stuff like that, like me blinking and then partials fly away from me, awkward stuff. You know, you just have to give yourself 6 months to collect data with a demo or sent account. You don't need to be, you need to be confident in your strat. You can't be confident if you don't have data. Yeah, I know. He's not done backtesting or anything, bro. He's just learned a strategy from somewhere somehow, and then he's just said, yeah, that's fine, let's go for it. Like 90% of traders. You know, I keep talking about psychology, but that only works if you have all the data and if you have the strategy and the proof and evidence that it works. If you don't even have proof or evidence of your strategy, the first thing you need to do is backtest, get data, and see if it's valid. And then you need to understand market conditions. Right now, we're in a market where yen intervention just happened. America's done tariffs on the whole world. They've just invaded and took out Maduro from Venezuela. They're trying to go to war with Greenland. They just entered a war with Iran. What the hell else have you got? We've got midterms coming up. So even the best strategy won't be prepared for all this stuff because the market hasn't been through all of this stuff in one go. You know, like COVID markets are different to normal markets. Like, you have to look at the condition of the market because people trade it. Therefore, people are gonna show emotional imprints on the market by the way they trade. They're gonna be more selective, more cautious, more whatever. That means lower volume, more range, more chop. So once again, it comes to just understanding the market and stuff like that. But yeah, first thing is 100%. Get a strategy somehow, somewhere, backtest it, get data. Once you've got data, read, in my opinion, the first thing you should do is read a book about what trading is and what it means, what it doesn't mean, what the good is, what the bad is, what is market condition, how do things affect things, what do presidents affect things. Learn all that stuff first, then get a strategy, then backtest it. Because at that point you should know this strategy works, but I know how the market behaves. I know what can happen in the market. I know it's inconsistent and unstable. So I'll trade when the criteria is met. When it's not, I won't, because I already know the market's crazy. Then if you struggle to stick to your trading plan and stuff like that, then it's purely psychological. It's greed, it's impatience, it's greed, impatience. What else is there? Greed, impatience, and what's the word when you can't accept being wrong? Arrogance. Yeah. Greed, arrogance, and impatience is the main 3 psychological things people go wrong with trading. That's if you've got all the stuff there already done. You stubborn, yeah, arrogance, lack of patience. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. You know, one thing to say to you to humble yourself, yeah, is you know, hedge funds and stuff like that, they lose trades. Warren Buffett loses trades. Warren Buffett lost money. He's the most successful trader in the world, and you think that you're going to be right all the time when Warren Buffett's been trading for how many years? Literally how many years, bro? He's probably been trading assets even before your parents were born. And then you got all the professionals, the like quants, all the senior traders and stuff like that, all the like next level analysts that get paid like 400-500k a year just to analyze and stuff like that and provide data. Like, come on, man. You can't turn around and be like, I have to be correct when you're just some guy working in a normal job who's just come across the trading video on YouTube. It don't work like that. That's why you have to humble yourself, innit? But I don't even like the word humbling yourself. Once again, I think it comes down to understanding the job. People don't understand trading. They don't realize what's going on in the market, how it moves, all that stuff, innit? When you understand all of that, bro, it's just gonna click easy, man, because then you understand, innit? Like, you made that statement, yeah, to me a couple times that, oh, I don't see you take a trade, yeah? I wasn't bothered, was I? I was like, if the market conditions ain't there, I'm not gonna trade, simple as that. And then boom, I hit 3 trades in 1 week. And then 2 were profitable. Even though I could have actually made more money by actually paying attention and doing little things here and there, yeah, sure. The point is, 2 were profitable trades and 1 was a loss, yeah. In 1 week. It's about waiting for the right thing, man. I like to think of myself as a sniper with a shotgun. Sniper level patience, but because you're on M1, you're banging it hard and you're doing it with the shotgun explosion type thing. Shotgun sniper. The double patty smash burger. Whoa! Talk about smash burgers. I had one last night. Absolutely 10-10. But anyway, point being the same thing, in it, like going back on topic. If you don't just, you know, follow the plan and understand trading and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It's just one of those. I'm going to be a bit arrogant here, yeah? In my first trading year, I've not blew a single account. Except the ones where I just full ported and stuff like that because they were like consistency accounts that I got for free. I wasn't even trading them. It's just full ported, doesn't matter because of consistency. But anyway, I've never blew an account in my first year. I've managed to get funded. I managed to get 4 payouts. And I'm up 9%. No, I was up 9%. Now I'm up 7.7% on the demo account that I used in the year for starting to log my data from a drawdown of 8%. So I went from 8% drawdown up to 9% profit, which is basically like 20% gain ultimately, yeah. And JP Morgan, all these top guys aim for between 15 and 25%. So I'm already on that level in my first year, bro. Literally in my first year of trading. I'm talking trading year, not as in like calendar year, because it's been about 2 years, innit? But I didn't trade for like 6, 7, 8 months, whatever. Point being that is just understanding and patience. That's literally it. That's literally it. Even my brother, yeah, even my brother trades and he's got really bad psychological problems, yeah. And I was talking to him about it yesterday. Because he's just like a normal person, gets trades. He trades more like you, kind of, yeah, like 4 or 5 trades a day, and then after he gets wrong, he gets pissed off and he's blew 200k accounts. He didn't even get funded, but he blew 200k accounts, and he's been trading for about I think he started 6 years ago, 5 years ago, 4. I think he started about 4 years ago, but he wasn't trading on TradingView. He's just doing on like a mobile app in it through like trading 212 or whatever. And he didn't really understand about, you could only buy, you couldn't sell. So he's only doing Bitcoin and stuff like that. And then I've introduced him to trading on the charts and stuff like that, and gold and stuff. 6 months ago, 7, 8 months ago, something like that. So he's already got like 2-3 years experience anyway in generally what is kind of trading and stuff like that. And he's already been through 2 accounts and stuff after I told him about prop firms and all those sorts of things. And his psychological issues are exactly the same as what majority of people's are. Lack of patience, lack of understanding, lack of self-control. Doesn't really have any data. But he used to trade, he had 20 times in a day. 20 on gold when I told him about gold. I think one day he did like 30 trades, something stupid. I got angry at the guy. I was like, what are you doing, man? And then I told him you have to like select the best trades. And then he went from like 20 trades a day to like 4. And he goes, bro, I'm doing much better now. And then after that, he started to realize that he gets greedy. Idiot. No. And then his Bluetooth accounts, I spoke to him, was it yesterday, the day before I spoke to him? And then we tried having a conversation about psychology, but dad kept interrupting, so I couldn't even help him out. So yeah, that's it. You just Bluetooth accounts, and that's about it, really. Point being, patience is the most important thing. I'm gonna keep saying it. Patience, understanding, self-control, that's all it is. I told him I'm not going to work for him because I'm doing my own jobs. I'm not working for you. Because the thing is, when you if his prop firm realizes, yeah, that he's you copying my trades or whatever, and I'm doing the trades for him, he's gonna get banned. I'll get banned from that prop firm, so I can't use that prop firm, and I'm not doing that for anyone. I don't care who it is. If I've got a chance to make money and someone's in the way, nah, I'm not sorry, man. I'm not helping you. I'm here for myself and not for other people. And also, if I had a losing streak, yeah, if you don't trade, you'll be like, oh, you lost all that money, or trading's a scam, I want my money back, you owe me money. There's that as well, yeah. But you might just be going through a drawdown period. You know what I mean? And obviously, if they don't trade, they're gonna think that, oh, he's just blowing money, throwing it in the bin. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know. And then when you're in profit, they're gonna be like, oh, well, why do you make more money? And they don't understand trading. You have your set process that works. They want you to change that so they make more money, but they don't want any drawdown. They don't want any loss. They just want to make more money. It's not possible. That's why I don't do like copy trading and stuff like that, because I had a few people ask me about copy trading. And then they goes, well, why don't you give signals? I goes, M1, bro, I ain't got time for signals, have I? I goes, best thing is sit there and watch YouTube with me. And then they goes, oh yeah, but you don't trade a lot. I goes, yeah, but the market conditions are crap. I goes, you do what you want, blow accounts, I don't care. Legit. Because I go around the full conversation with them, bro, and I lose patience, man. Like, when you're trying to help someone and they don't listen, and they're like, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And they're not even a trader. It's like, bro, do you not think I've thought of that myself? I've literally tried to maximize my strategy the absolute best I can. And my strategy is better than most other people's. You have similar strategies. You've been trading for 6, 7, 8, 9 years, yeah? It's took them 6, 7, 8, 9 years just to get funded or whatever, or to get profitable. I've done it in 1 year, bro. Like, there's a bit of arrogance, obviously, but at the same time, I'm trying to say that I know what I'm doing. I know why I take each trade. I know why I don't take each trade. I know why a trade passes, as in gives money. I know why a trade fails. I know, like, I'm very, very confident in the way I trade. That's why I'm not bothered. Yeah, exactly. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, this is completely it. So that's my problem, bro. Because I've had people ask me. There's one, I know one guy's religious, yeah? He's from near me. And he's seen I'm trading. He goes, oh, can you teach me? I goes, bro, I don't need to teach people. He goes, why are you being like that? I goes, bro, honestly, I don't advise you be a trader, because 99% fail That statistic's obviously based on just the first person placing a trade. That's it, done. But out of all the people trading for 1-2 years, yeah, out of those 2 years worth of traders experience, 80% are still gonna fail in 2 years. From those 80%, that the 20% that keep trading for another 1-2 years, yeah. So from that 100%, probably only 30 are gonna be profitable. 30, maybe 40% out of that 20% of the people who actually been trading for 2 years. From 2 years onwards, only probably 30% of those guys are actually gonna be profitable. Now, from that batch of people who become profitable, only about 40% of those people are going to be consistent. So from that initial figure of 80% of losing traders and 20% of successful traders being profitable, from that 20%, only about 5%, so consistent traders after 2 years, it'd probably be about 5%, probably 7-8% of traders would be consistently profitable after 2 years. It might be 3rd, 4th, 5th year to get there. I've skipped that already by going straight on to profitability, and I would have that. I would say I'm consistent. I've had 4 payouts, no blown accounts, but that's only 4. I'm gonna try and get 1 solid year's worth of payouts without blowing account. I can say, look, I've done 1 year not blowing any single account with consistent payouts. That is proof of consistency. My mentality is skip profitability, go straight to consistency. I just tried to walk over it and it worked out really well. But the thing with me is I don't care. Like, I'm not bothered. I'm not here for the money. I'm here for the flexibility. Like, I don't care about the money in trading. Hello, what's going on there? What's going on there? We just had a 60 pip move up, yeah. Oh my god, what is going on in the market? Yo, look at that. Oh. There goes all the volume from the yen. That's literally yen volume cooked for the day.
Well, hello everybody, this is Donald J. Trump. You're behind.
Yo, look at that.
If you're a real day trader, go real time.
Where's the news, man? Give the news. What happened? What did Japan just say?
It saved 67% on a subscription. Isn't that one big, huge...
That is mad.
Come on, people.
Boys, have you seen this? Holy moly, I think we're done for today, bro. I don't think we're gonna get anything happening after this. That was a fat move. 860. We did a 58 pip move in 1 minute on UJ. 682. Okay. I'll just do that. And then we did a 70 pip move on GJ. Wow. I want to know what happened. Who said something? No, that was 9 o'clock. Where's this? What's happened? Let me go on. A move like that is 100% related to some sort of bank intervention or something. I don't see anything yet. I literally can't see anything. But that is a big ass move. That was a fat move. There has to be something related to yen intervention. Oh, it's bank holiday today, isn't it? Yeah, it's yen bank holiday. I'm not sure what could have encouraged that. I was using ChatGPT as well to figure out averages. The golden week extension. Golden week extension, this guy. I was using ChatGPT, yeah, when the yen intervention happened, and I asked it to get me some data and compile it and stuff like that. And it said normally within the first 2 to 3 trading days, so the yen intervention and then the next 2 days after are extremely volatile. And then it said you can expect another intervention coming soon, but it's bank holiday, so I don't think they've done anything. I'm suspicious about it. Let's look at what the yen cross is. The yen weakened a lot, yeah. CHF-JPY is really up. Look at CHF-JPY, yeah, very up there. AUD-JPY, yep. Euro-JPY, yep. UK gas prices are flowing. Oh, oof. We hit 120 on oil. 1 second. XJ. We don't have Nikkei on here. What's the yen yield? I can't think of it. It's fine. I was gonna look at the yields on the yen. We know it's flying up anyway. That's the main thing. That's mad. That spike is a false move. Yen futures have barely moved, but yen pairs were moving. That's suspicious. But obviously it's bank holiday for yen, so I'm not sure. But futures is what the American market is, isn't it? That's just for the American market. That's all. That doesn't stipulate how the whole world is, if that makes sense. That's just futures, isn't it? That was suspicious. That. Right, boys. I think I'm done anyway. Anything you want to ask before I go or not? Let's drop the links in the chat quick. I think tomorrow. Wait, let me have. What's the news tomorrow? Have a look. The news is after I drop these links in the chat. Okay, that so tomorrow we got Japanese bank holiday. So New York today is gonna be good. Yeah, peri cheeseburger or smash or I prefer just to be honest, smash burgers are okay, but I just prefer like chicken in it because I don't do red meat so much anymore. After I had got after that, mate, ain't touched red meat in ages. Yeah. So New York's gonna be good today, and then we just have to wait for NFP, and then next week we've got the new Fed chair. This might be a hard month, man. Yeah, I got a feeling May's gonna be a tricky month. Last May was brilliant, but this May might be hard to trade. We got a lot of bank holidays and stuff like that. It's gonna be hard. Yeah, that's what I want to buy. Yeah, Kevin Walsh. That's going to be interesting, man. I think May's not looking easy because if we just switch the view on the window capture. Forex factory. Okay, so this is this week, yeah. Let me just pull out all the assets. Why not? Chinese, anything. So we had Australian Central Bank. Then we've got ISM services today and job openings today. New York session. I'm gonna try and trade if there's a move. I think there might be something there. Ignore that. Ignore that. Yen bank holiday. Honestly, I think the first or second week of April was absolutely phenomenal, but that's when I was sick. And then the week after, when I was on, there was nothing, and then last week I caught 3 trades in 1 week, which is brilliant. But even that's a lot for me. I prefer 1-2 trades a week preference, but I don't mind if I get 3 or 4 because I'm looking at 4 assets anyway. So as long as I can get 1 trade a week on each asset, that's fine. Although they all move quite similarly anyway. NFP on Friday, and then obviously next Monday we got the new Fed chair. Then we got CPI, and PPI Tuesday, Wednesday. That's going to be interesting. Thursday we got bank holiday for Europe and European countries. Then the week after you got CAD bank holiday. Then we got FMC meeting minutes. That's pretty much a dead week. We got some PMIs going on. Then the week after we've got bank holiday, bank holiday, bank holiday, bank holiday, bank holiday. I think this month's gonna be hard. Only made 1% in April compared to almost 5% in March. Yeah, I made. It's R, innit? 4.25 R. When it should have been realistic, it should have been like 13 R, but doesn't matter. Hey, Mwangi. Welcome. Guys, you guys come so late, man. I'm only still here because Francis turned up, and then Haroon and Francis started turning up. Well, Francis came, and then 10 seconds later Haroon came. I was like, I might as well stick around for a bit. And now you're all trading up at 10:15, thinking the guy's still in a trade, innit? You idiots. So yeah, I think this month's gonna be tricky. This week, obviously NFP, yeah, it's gonna be a bit hard. Next week, I don't know how the Fed chair nomination is gonna affect things. If he's gonna have more speeches coming in, I don't know. If he's gonna start putting speeches in the week, I don't know. That could be interesting and cause volatility in the market. Week after isn't so bad. So the week of Monday 18th to 22nd is a good week. The week after got bank holiday. The week after that's NFP again. Send help, send help. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a bit tricky, man. Bit tricky indeed. Right, boys, I'm about done anyway. Sorry about that, Moanki. Been here for 3 hours. I'm tired. I want to go. No trade or anything. Just look at this M15 on EU, disgusting. M15 on GU, disgusting. UJGJ, my, just my. Gold, silver. Yeah, it's I don't like the silver's not bad actually. Silver's not bad. Gold is bad. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow, innit? If you're gonna be here tomorrow. If not, no problem. Thanks for coming, boys. Hit like, and I'll see you probably tomorrow. Peace out, boys. Boys. There.